Welcome back to Root Film. Yes, film, not letter. I think we are in the start of Yagumo 2, Chapter 2. I think. Or it could be Chapter 1. I don't remember. Are you peeling already? I just put you on. You. As I was saying, we're jumping back in to this. So here we go. Oh yeah. Last scene, somebody whose name I don't remember took us into a house, and this girl and him went to get the wife, and someone screamed. There it is. Huh? A sudden shriek shakes the Kuromochi household, causing everyone to jump off the sofa. They're still sitting. That was a pretty serious scream. Yeah. Everyone runs towards the scream. Towards where the scream came from, deeper inside the mansion. Someone else is coughing. Yagumo and the other rush through the hallway, deep inside the mansion. And when they arrive at the front of the open door, they find Kuromochi and Shiba bent over coughing. Kuromochi, Shiba, what happened? Yagumo looks in the room as he calls out to them. There he sees a woman sitting limply on a rocking chair, her face in anguish. What? Yagumo murmurs as he gazes into the room. His nose is overwhelmed by the scent of chlorine from a swimming pool. Ugh. Director! Director, are you okay? Stay back. Shh. When Hitoha and Magari rush over to Yagumo, he halts them and squeezes out directions. Iris, enough. No, it's not playtime. It's not playtime. Thank you for Alfred, though. No playtime. Go lay down. Hitoha, get Kuromochi and Shiba outside. And call the police. And an ambulance, too. Okay. Magari, Kanade, open all the windows. We gotta ventilate quick. Roger! As they watch Hitoha drag Kuromochi and Shiba, Yagumo, Magari, and Kanade open the hallway windows one by one. There was a missing word there. Fresh air flows in, thinning the noxious gas. Now that they can breathe a bit easier, Yagumo takes another look inside the room. The woman inside is sitting in the same spot, showing no signs of stirring. After opening all the windows, Magari and Kanade come up next to him and blankly stare inside. Director, is she... She must have been Kuromochi's wife. Her face has signs of livor mortis. Livor mortis. It's too late. Livor mortis? Rigor mortis. Hey, Justin. I don't know. Is livor mortis a thing? Now I'm curious. I have to Google this. It is a thing. Okay. The pooling of blood in the lower portion or dependent parts. Okay. Okay, good to know. Never heard of that. Never heard it said that way, so. The more you know. Also, look next to her body. When Yagumo motions with his jaw. Should have done that. Magari looks next to the body. There's a metal basin with a bottle of detergent floating in a clear liquid. What is that? It looks like it's full of water. It's not water. Judging by that pool smell, it's a mix of bleach and acidic detergent. And judging by Kuromochi and Shiba's symptoms, I bet the basin filled the room with chlorine gas. So, was it murder? Well, it wasn't an accident. This metal basin's unnatural. It's either murder or suicide. After a few moments of awkward silence, Yagumo murmurs as he stares at the body. Kanade, what are you doing? Huh? I'm asking why you put down the camera. Roll the camera. Whoa, what do you think you're saying? This is an actual incident. Exactly, an actual incident. We can't call ourselves a student if we let an opportunity like this slip by. News to me. That's crazy, director. Even if we do film it, it's not footage we can use. Who cares if we can use it? We are a film studio, so we gotta film. Now roll the camera, Kanade. Kanade only says Overwhelmed by Yagumo's intensity, Kanade quickly picks up the camera. As instructed by Yagumo, Kanade films every nook and cranny of the room. Magari can only watch in exasperation. The next morning. Studio Yagumo gathers in the inn room of Yoshinoya where they stayed last night. At discoverers of Akari's, Kuromochi's wife's body, they were interviewed by police for hours. As a result, they don't say much in the morning as they are all exhausted. But they all look so happy! Except for him. He looks like a brick. Hey, Kanade. Kanade, have you backed up all the footage from yesterday? Good. Go lock it up in our van. And be sure to back up today's footage, too. Sorry for dragging you into this mess, Hitoha. Oh, it's not like it's your fault, Director Max. Besides, I'm the one who wanted to join for location scouting, so please don't worry about me. Well, if you say so. But what happened last night was most likely a chlorine gas explosion. Just a whiff of it makes you deathly nauseous. That's what happened to Kuromochi and Shiba. So if you feel even slightly uncomfortable, just say so as soon as possible. I'm fine, since I didn't get too close to the room. But what about you, Director? Are you okay? You were coughing really hard last night. I'm fine. I'm confident in how sturdy my body is. Your brain's probably just too slow to notice it's dying. Oh, shut up. So what? So what are we gonna do now? Are we still location hunting? We are, sure. We just witnessed a tragedy. Sure, we witnessed a tragedy, but we still gotta do what we gotta do. Well, I guess so. Hitoha, are you okay with that? Yes, I agree with the director. Yeah, well, no need to think too hard about it. With every production comes some trouble. Yeah, but usually people don't die during production trouble. So what are you gonna do with the film you shot? I'm not gonna use it. It's an event that occurred during location scouting, that's all. That's all? It was an actual incident, and you filmed it! What are you thinking? The film could serve as a clue to finding out the truth of the incident, you know? And whose job is it to find the truth? A detective, not a director. And I'm sure police detectives are on the case, but so are we. We're scouting that location. I don't think that's what location scouting means. We were going to film a mystery TV drama and got caught in an actual mystery. As a studio, we can't just stay out left in the dark, can we? I think it's because we're a studio that is not our job to bring the case to light. Magari seems displeased, but we can likely tell from Yagumo's face that she won't back down. So without another word, she just closes her eyes and thinks. Okay, I suppose it's time to head out. Where are we going today? Well, we didn't get to see the Taikodani Inari or Washihara Hachimangu shrine, so let's do those. But first we should visit Kuromochi. I just gotta know what happened after that. I suppose you're right. Okay then, Magari, Kanade, you ready? Okay. Everyone should be suspicious. Be suspicious of all the things. Like my itching armpit. Kuromochi's gate is sealed off with police tape without imposing police officers coming in and out. The on-site investigation must still be underway. Doesn't seem like Studio Yagumo can get in. Director? I don't think they'll let us in. Well, I figured, but I'd like to shoot outside. Think we can find a way? Oh, please don't force your way in. You got like 100% chance of getting busted. Boosted? I know. Just spitballing here. Like hell you are. Your eyes were dead serious. Relax. There's no way I'd actually do it. Not me. Real convincing there. Magari feels awkwardly unsure if Yagumo is seriously considering trespassing. Meanwhile, Hitoha tries to get their attention. What's up? What's up, Hitoha? Over there. Without another word, Hitoha motions with her eyes towards what's beside the gate. Two detectives are eyeing them suspiciously as they whisper amongst themselves. Since these detectives weren't here last night, they must not belong to the local. Since these detectives weren't here last night, they must not belong to the local first responders or the riot squad, but the prefectural police. They stop talking, exchange glances, and slowly start approaching. Oh god, more voices. Ah, crap. Run! Roger that! Magari and Kanade seem quite accustomed to running away at Yagumo's signal. Come on, you too, Hitoha. Okay. Yagumo grabs Hitoha by the hand and runs off. Studio Yagumo runs like the wind as the detectives angrily shout behind them. That doesn't make you look suspicious at all. They always return to the scene of the crime. Things could have gotten dicey back there. Let's look somewhere else for the time being. Okay. We'll start at the bottom. The Muromachi-era Washihara Hachimangu Shrine has a two-story Romon gate and is designated as a National Important Cultural Property. Behind the main building is a bridge leading to an annex. The architectural style presented at the shrine is quite characteristic of its time. This is a nice location too. Kanade, go around and get a good shot of the whole place. Yagumo and Kanade start filming the environment. And that's when Magari and Hitoha return from their visit deeper into the grounds. Hey director, this small main building's crazy. I don't know why I giggled a little there. It's so crazy. Crazy in what way? In what way? Yeah. Me, because I'm there. There's a whole... I mistakenly gave myself the giggles, I'm sorry. Sorry, I was supposed to have a referral to a doctor for my ear, and then the referral didn't go through, so I had to tell them, so they sent in another referral. So I might get a phone call at some point, so yeah. There's a whole wall decorated with dolls, and there's a bamboo pinwheel all over out front. It's kind of creepy. Oh, are they doing the doll burial ceremony? Those dolls have been dedicated to the shrine, so there's nothing scary about them. But the way they're all lined up neatly is kinda, you know... Yeah, it kind of makes you feel... like you're being watched? Whoa! Question mark? Is that the sound of a throaty voice from behind? Oh, he's throaty, huh? Ah, crap. Well, they never told me that. I'm not changing it now, and I don't want to do a raspy voice. He's a smoker, I bet. I remember what doing smoker voices does to me. The sudden sound of a throaty voice from behind frightens Magari and Hitoha. When they turn around, they see Ibuse and Monami, who they hadn't noticed approaching. Monami must have found the reactions amusing. She tries to hide her smile with her hand. I'm sorry for surprising you like that. Oh, don't worry, we're fine. Yeah, we're not surprised at all. I see, good. Who's who here? Right, there's something I need to tell you. What is it? We've got our third director, Kentaro Yamagishi. Heard of him? Kentaro Yamagishi, yes, I know of him. He's a young but influential, energetic director. Indeed, the three of us will be competing to see who can make the better film for this project. Who can best depict the radiance of life and the abyss of death? Let's see if you can be the last man standing. You two are formidable opponents, but I'm going to give it everything I've got. I look forward to seeing your best. My pleasure. Also, what is it? Have you two picked out your actresses? Of course. After you picked Amakata, we chose from the remaining two actresses. So, who did you pick, Director Ibuse? Kazumi Ishikawa. She's a veteran, and I've worked with her several times, so I know what she's like. Ah, I see. So you picked the veteran actress. Okay, good. For some reason, Yagumo looks relieved as he nods over and over. Confused, Ibuse looks at him dubiously. Yes. Who was that third one? You and Amakata seem to be working well together, Yagumo. Oh, you think so? Happy to hear it. Yes, it does appear that way. I'm glad I convinced him to include a younger actress candidate. You mean? Our director was initially planning on nominating veteran actresses only. I told him it'd be hard for a new director to work with a veteran actress, so he ended up nominating younger actresses too. Oh, so it's thanks to you that we got at least one younger actress candidate? I only asked for a younger actress to be included. Director Ibuse is the one who made the selection. Still, it's a big help. It'd be a bit rough to use the veteran actresses for my TV drama debut. Really? As long as it didn't overstep my place, I'm glad. Monami smiles. Unlike Megari and Hitoa, she has a mature aura. Yagumo can't help but feel his cheeks blush. Oh. I thought you weren't hitting on the other girl a while back. Now then, it's about time we move on. Let's go, Hashihime. Yes, sir. We've seen what we wanted to see here in Swano. You guys are staying here, right? Yeah, there's still some places we want to see. I see. Well, best of luck to you. Thanks. As Yagumo bows his head, Ibuse and Monami leave. Once they've gone far away, I can't read today. Magari murmurs. You know, those two seem like an adulterous couple. Question mark? Hey, that's rude. I can't help but laugh at that remark. Even Hitoha has her hand up against her mouth as she stifles a laugh. Time to go. Wow. How far do these Tori go? Student Yagumo passes through the Tori corridor of Taikodani Inari Shrine. Alright, Taikodani, did I say that right? Yeah. One of the 5 biggest Inari shrines in Japan. As they pass under the Tori surrounded by greenery as crickets chirp, it feels like another world. Look! Aine! It looks so different! You're right. It was so plain back then. There weren't any Tori at the time. Hitoha and Magari have fun as they compare images of their phones to the sights seen today. Yagumo peeks from behind to see what they're looking at, the 100 Views map they saw yesterday. What's that? It's the 100 Views Tor app. Aine and I found it this morning, so we downloaded it. It syncs with our GPS to show you where each of the 100 views was sketched. Huh. Hitoha looks like the app works with Instagram. Let's take a selfie and put it on Instagram! Yeah, let's do it. The girls take a selfie with the Tori corridor as if they were sisters. Aren't they cute? Yagumo smiles and sighs in relief. I was worried about them yesterday, but they seem fine. They're girls. We get over shit fast, even if we don't always seem like it. Once they finally clear, well, at least death, I guess. Once they finally clear the Tori corridor, they reach the Inari Shrine. Whoa, these grounds sure are spacious. The Tori corridor suddenly opens up to a wide area where the wind blows. Oh, people. Look at all the people. Hey! Hey! It's her! The low woman gazing at the streets of Suwano from the shrine grounds catches Yagumo's eye. Didn't we meet her at Kuromochi's house? What was her name? It was Shiba, wasn't it? Ah, that's it. Hey, Shiba! Shiba! Shiba turns around and rushes over her at the sound of her name. You're the guest from yesterday, huh? Yagumo, was it? Yes, I'm Yagumo. Are you feeling okay, Shiba? I'm fine. Thanks to you. My head hurts a little, but I was discharged this morning. Dr. Kuromochi should be discharged this afternoon, too. I see. Well, at least it's not serious. Shiba Kuromochi's directly breathed in what seemed to be chlorine gas. They were immediately sent to the hospital. Fortunately, their condition wasn't too serious, as Shiba seems visibly fine and symptom-free. By the way, what are you doing here, Shiba? Oh, I went to the Dr. Kuromochi's house, but couldn't get in due to the ongoing investigation. Oh. Well, I guess that figures. I just sort of wandered around nearby, and besides, look. She walks over to the edge of the shrine grounds and points. You can see all of Suwano from here. I love the view from here. Oh. You're right, it's such a nice view. I know, right? But she furrows her eyebrows a bit. They follow her gaze to see. Huh? Is that Kuromochi's house? Which one? Which one? Which one is it? I don't know. You can see the police cars parked outside. Can you? Is there? I want to see it. I don't see it. Anybody else see it? I don't see it. Okay. Near the edge of the hill and level ground, I can clearly see Kuromochi's house where they had visited just yesterday. Can you? I don't know. On closer inspection, in addition to police cars, there are officers swarming like little ants. No, there aren't. You're lying to me. That side is like a black stain on the otherwise beautiful view of the hearts of the peers of present. Those bastards. Huh, that sign says car blessing area. You can drive a car all the way up here? Yeah, apparently if you come from side opposite from the Tori corridor, you can get here by car. But if you're gonna visit here, you might as well go through the Tori corridor, you know? Yeah, I guess so. Passing underneath the Tori with your own 2 feet seems more sacred, too. Indeed. Now that we're here, why don't we go pray? Pray? Yes, we just got through a scary event, so I thought it might be nice. Ah, you're right. We might be location scouting, but we're going to a shrine, so we might as well. I guess you got a point. Let's do it. Hito has a suggestion they pray at the shrine, but among the group, Magari makes an odd face. What's wrong? Just wondering since we're visiting shrines, but how much do you put in the offertory, Hitoa? I always put 100 yen. Me too, but you know... What's wrong? Well, I haven't seen you toss any silver coins, Director. I think I think they've all been copper. Huh? Copper? What? No way, I'm not a kid. I wouldn't be stingy enough to only offer 10 yen coins. Really? Was I just seeing things wrong? Yeah, definitely. It probably only looks like that because of the light. Well, I guess. There's no way you'd be that much of a miser, right, Director? Yeah. Right. Yeah, me. I'm having trouble remembering Magari's voice. Or fluctuation, but Yagumo seems to be sweating a bit. You asshole. Still okay, girl? Alright, Shiba, how do you know Kuromochi exactly? Are you a housemaid or something? Oh, me? Well, I'm kind of like a maid, kind of like a live-in student laborer, but without the live-in. Student laborer? As in the student laborers in the Meiji era? The ones that worked for room and board? That was someone else. Something like that. I attended Dr. Kuromochi's history seminars at Chuo University. On weekends, I pretend to be a student laborer. Oh, so it's like a part-time job, huh? Totally not worth it for the money. But it's not hard work, just running around for errands for Dr. Kuromochi and his wife. The biggest draw is the free access to rare documents in his archive. He's got a valuable academic books that just can't buy on student budget, you see. So it's for both work and study, huh? Whoever said that, I don't know. Exactly! Okay. Two women, presumably tourists, cheerfully show each other their booklets in hand. Oh, they must be collecting Shuin seal stamps. That's apparently a popular trend these days. What's interesting about it is how it's got that stamp collector component to it. I see. Alright. The main shrine is solemn and fitting of the title of one of the 5 biggest Inari shrines in Japan. Most people only visit from the front, but they say you can get closer to the gods from the back. Looks like they recommended visiting from the back if you want to pray for a greater blessing. Anything else, ladies? Wow, we sure are high up, huh? The view's nice and the breeze feels great. It's so exciting here. Well, it figures you'd love getting high. Ooh. Huh? Oh, nothing. Yagumo. Oh, right, Hitoha, what did you pray for? Well, for the success of this project, obviously. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You have to give everything your best efforts, and then the rest is up to the heaven. True. As creators, we bring life to many ideas, but you never know what'll be a hit or a miss. Okay, I think we can go. Hi. Unless they wanted me to go into the... Hold on, let me go back real quick. Just in case they wanted me to go into the building, because sometimes you have to do a double click onto the building. Nope, okay. Let's go. Unlike yesterday, there are a few people to be seen at Yasahaki Shrine. It sure is quiet today, but I like it this way. Me too. Shrines are pretty nice on sunny days, and a quiet mood suits them better. Yeah. Itoha smiles and nods. Everyone can't help but smile back before he gives Kanade instructions. Kanade, give me some cuts at the shrine without any people. As instructed, Kanade shoulders the camera and moves towards the main shrine building. I feel like he's gonna have some dramatic exposure later. This look is all right now, you never see him and he just goes, When he waits for people to move out of the way, a man with a camera seems to take the hint, as he lightly bows before leaving. Sorry about that, thanks. Oh, no worries, we're all journalists here, right? You with a news station? No, we're just location scouting for a film. Are you shooting for a magazine? Yes, I'm Tokima. I'm on the editorial department for Men's Travels. Oh, I read your magazine from time to time. You've got a good taste in locations. Thanks, glad to hear it. Gonna do a deep dive special feature on Suwano, so please check it out when it hits the shelves. The magazine's editor named Tokima has a friendly chat with Yagumo before he excuses himself to do more photography. Oh, back again today. Sorry, we're back. Oh no, don't worry about it. Anyway, yesterday was rough, huh? I can't believe what happened to Kuromochi's. Sorry y'all got dragged into it, must be tough. You know what we got dragged into it? Well, it's a small town, rumors spread quick. They say a news crew got there before the police. Ah, the rice dealer. That's not quite right, but I guess that's just the nature of rumors. Yagumo can't help but smile wryly. It's uncertain if the rice dealer noticed or not, but he continues with a serious look on his face. You see, everyone's worried about what's happening with this year's Hoshiai festival, since we just had another strange death in such a small town. Huh? What do you mean by another? Oh, were you not aware? There was a man named Seiya Ito, who lived in a small house behind here. But last night, he was found to have hung himself. Death. And decay. A sweet, sweet smell of death and decay. Everyone exchanges glances. 2 unnatural deaths at the same day. In such a small town. It seems like too much of a coincidence for them to be unrelated. Maybe they were having an affair. Murder-suicide? Or just 2 suicides? Director? Let's go check out Ito's house. They must all be feeling the same. Magari and Hitowa nod at Yagumo's suggestion. Okay. Let's go to a house where people kill themselves. That's not weird at all. Following the direction of the Shinaga owner, they go to the house of suicide victim Seiya Ito. Without much trouble, they find the house right behind Yoshinaga. Is that it? The cops are there. The police are likely investigating the suspicious circumstances of the death. There are police cars parked outside the house, which is sealed off with police tape. Officers are patrolling the area. It's you guys again. Tsuyo Yagumo's been spotted filming again. Detectives they saw at Kuromochi's house start rushing over towards them. What a pain. Let's run. Right. Okay. Without looking back at the shouting detectives, Tsuyo Yagumo runs away at full speed. They're making themselves look like killers now. Always returning to the scene of the crime. Tourists wanting to see a steam locomotive Yamaguchi are standing around. Perhaps it's arriving soon. The ones with crazy camera setups must be some hardcore rail fans, huh? That guy might even be more. That guy might even have more expensive equipment than we do. But that was fun. Okay, so not there. Let's go to the History Center. When he spots Studio Yagumo, Takano rushes over. Hello, Yagumo! I heard things got out of hand. I'm sorry about that. I never thought something like that would happen at Dr. Kuromochi's house. Oh, don't mention it. We're just stopping by. No need to apologize. Thank you, but still, I was shocked when I heard the news this morning. Were you acquainted with Kuromochi's wife? No, I've never met her, but I heard she was beautiful. Yeah, she was probably beautiful enough for rumors to spread about her. Yeah, that was... Yagumo recalls what he witnessed yesterday. Why did such a beautiful woman have to meet such a tragic end? Because that has something to do with it. Now that we've been dragged into this, I can't rest until the culprit has been caught. It was me. When Studio Yagumo visits the rice store, the owner talks to them. This town ain't used to incidents like these. Nobody would have thought 2 people would die on the day of the Hoshiai festival. It's truly absurd, ain't it? Yagumo and the others can't can find nothing to say as the writer speaks in a Shimane accent. I don't know what a Shimane accent sounds like, so I'm not even gonna try. Alright. Well, if the detectives now are somewhere else... Do I go back here? Kuromochi should be coming back soon, right? Studio Yagumo approaches Kuromochi Mansion ready to run from the police if they get caught, but suddenly they hear a voice arguing. What's going on? They look to find Kuromochi loudly arguing with someone in front of the gate. They get in each other's faces until the officers nearby stop in to stop them. Hey, cut it out. Get away from each other. Get off me! Get off me! This man's younger brother, he... What are you talking about? Don't blame your wife's infidelity on me. Stop it. Stop it right now, Ito. Among the men is a familiar face. That's... Tokima, Oh, it's that guy. Okay. That's Tokima, the man from... I'm getting confused who's who now. That's Tokima, the man that we met earlier at Yasuka's shrine, right? Yeah, I don't recognize the man arguing with Kuromochi, though. Tokima called him Ito, but isn't that the name of the guy who committed suicide last night? He must be Sei Ito's older brother. Kuromochi and the man called Ito. Both of them are too emotional. Hey, I was right, though. Fair. Emotional right now to pay the police trying to stop them any heed. Studio Yagumo quietly watches them at a distance. Your younger brother had no place in this house. That rotten womanizer making passes at married women without any self-respect. Bullshit! If anyone was making passes at anyone, it was your horrible wife. Because that's important. Miss Kuromochi and Sei Ito had a special relationship. Special. What's going on? What sort of relationship did Kuromochi's wife have with Saya Ito, who committed suicide? Things heat up even further between the men as Yagumo and the others watch. Eventually the police get fed up with the scuffle, they pry the two apart and bring Kuromochi inside. Ito seems to give up when officers block his way and Tokimo nearly drags him away. Ugh. Things were getting really violent, huh? Indeed. Looks like there's some connection between Sei Ito's suicide and Miss Kuromochi's death. I don't want to go poking my nose into that mess. Well, in any case, it doesn't look like we can talk with Kuromochi today. Let's go back. Back to where? Suwato Streets? Nope. The Sake Shrine grounds are a lot more quiet than the British. No idea things would turn out like this when we started location scouting here yesterday. Yeah, things sure took an unexpected turn. That said, now that we've been dragged into this, we can't drag ourselves out. Let's solve the case. No. Focus on location scouting and not solving the case, please. Okay, I'll focus on that too. Seriously, please do. Sorry if this is abrupt, but were you at Kuromochi's house all day yesterday too, Shiba? Yes. As always, I go to the professor's house in the morning, and was there until I came. Was there until you all came. Did you hear anything out of place or see anyone coming in and out? You're asking the same thing as the police. Shiba's expression suddenly clouded over upon hearing Yagumo's question. Youngby does his best to give her a pleasant smile as he continues. Oh, sorry if this is a touchy subject, but now that we're involved, we're curious about the case. You don't have to talk if you're uncomfortable. Well, I already told the detectives yesterday, and I don't really know much, so I might as well. You don't really know much? Yesterday, the professor said he was eating out for lunch, so he left around 1 p.m. At that time, his wife said she was feeling bad, so she was going to rest, so I read books in the archive after that so as not to disturb her. So I don't know anything other than that. I see. Well, if that's all you know, that's all you know. But I didn't hear anything in particular from when the professor left to when you arrived. I see. We arrived just before 6 p.m., so we don't know when Kuromochi's wife was she was doing from 1 to 6. Oh, actually, I did check up on her once. At 2:30. No, maybe a little before that. The professor called and asked to check on her since he was worried. If it was around 2:30, then that means... That was right before we called to meet up with the Yasaka Shrine, huh? Oh! Do you think he did it? Do you think the husband did it? Ooh, the husband might have done it. Yeah, if his wife wasn't feeling well, it makes sense he'd check up on her with... He'd check on her at his destination. So what happened, Shiba? The professor said not to wake her up, to look through the small window, which I did. You can see some of the wife's room from the hallway through the small window, see? How was she? Nothing stood out. I couldn't see her face, but she was quietly resting on her rocking chair. She wasn't slouching or anything? No, she was in perfect resting posture. When we saw her body in the room, her posture suggested she died after a painful struggle. But basically, that means she was still alive when Shiba peeked into the room at 2:30, huh? Maybe then not. Assuming. Okay. It's gotten dark. Let's head back to the inn. I got through stuff. After dinner, Tsuru Yagumo gathers at the inn room to check the footage they shot today. That's when they hear a woman's voice from the other side of the door. Excuse me, Mr. Yagumo, you have guests. Guests? Is it Director Ibuse? Couldn't be. Yagumo hesitates for a second. Before he can answer the door opens and 2 men loudly stomp into the room. Oh. Hello, pardon the intrusion. Excuse us. It's the cops, or detectives from this afternoon. Right, I'm Assistant Inspector Misawa with the Shimane Prefectural Police Investigation Division. And I'm Takumi Case Ino with the same division. After the Misawa introduced, the young detective smugly referred to himself as Case Ino. Or Kase Ino, I don't know. Kase Ino? Case Ino, yeah, because I'm on the case. Sounds really quite important then. Wow, so you're the one in charge of the case. That's way higher up than assistant inspector. At such a young age, too, you're a super elite. Wait, so the younger detective's in charge? Wait, no, you've got it all wrong. This kid's last name is Keishino. It's just a pun on his name. He's just an ordinary officer. Oh, is that it? For crying out loud. Stop pretending you're my superior. Sorry, sir. But Misawa's Maxim Kashino rubs his head and apologizes. Upon seeing that, Yagumo sighs in exasperation. Can you take your comedy bit elsewhere? We're kind of busy here. It's not a comedy bit. We've got business with you concerning the case of the Kuromochi residents. Business, huh? We already did our police interview. Police interviews aren't the one and done deal. Besides, that's not what we're here for today. Now hand it over. Misawa motions with his open hand. Yagumo tilts his head in confusion. And what over? The tape handed over. You skimmed your discovery at Mrs. Kuromochi's body, didn't you? Oh, no, come on, you really think we'd... And not just that tape, hand it all over. It could be a clue. We won't take no for an answer. We'll confiscate all your equipment if you want to play that way. Ugh. We already made copies. In the end, unable to defy Misawa's studio, Yagumo surrenders all their tapes, including what's in the van. Oh, no. There's now a pile of everything they've taped since their arrival in Suwano. Looks like that's all of it. Fascism. This is all fascism, I tell you. Shut up, I bet you can't even spell fascism. Ugh. Well, we'll take care of these tapes. You can have them back after the investigation. Kashino, take these away. Yes, sir. Misawa commends Kashino as he calmly leaves the room. Kashino bows and chases after him, tapes in tow. Oh, don't skip off. They took away... Hey, Liberate. What's up? They took away all our precious tapes. Hidora quietly murmurs, unable to hide the regret in her voice. Yagumo can only suddenly stare at the window the detectives left through. That's why you don't tell them about the backups.